I should have known back then that that market was never going to happen. 어딜 가든 매번 네 생각이 난다고. Alright. 너의 목소리가 너무 그리웠다고. All the time. 하늘도 파랗게. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina and I run and own an art and stationery business. And today I want to walk you through a day in the life, particularly a day right before a market. So tomorrow I am vending at a local market, and so I want to prepare and get everything ready to go for tomorrow. Usually the weeks leading up to a market are very hectic and busy. I'm either creating product or making sure everything's ready to go. This time around I don't have to do too much because there was a market that I was preparing for last month that got canceled. All of that preparation that I did for that market essentially is going to work for this one because it's already ready. However, I do have some new prints I want to add. So today we're going to package some prints. We're going to add them into the inventory and price them out, pack up all my stuff into the bins and get that ready. But yeah, it's normally a really hectic week leading up, but thankfully it's a calmer day. I should have known back then that that market was never going to happen. Leading up to it was just one mistake or one wrong thing or delay after another. Every single day, something happened. Something went wrong, something got delayed. I actually had illustrations that were supposed to be in on time for that market, but they never came in on time. I had a feeling that something was gonna go wrong. Sure enough, it got canceled, so since that whole week felt like such a letdown, I was just glad that the day had come. I was like, okay, let's go. I'm excited. The venue seemed really cool. It's not a market that I've ever done before, so I was looking forward to it. The day was finally here. All problems aside, I was ready to go. As we were driving there, I saw clouds in the sky and I'm like, please no, please don't rain. The weather is so unpredictable sometimes. It just changes at the drop of a hat. So I had my fingers crossed that, okay, that was gonna be one of the times that it's not gonna actually rain. Well, it did.
Get it over there and
it rained so much and so quickly that we were stuck underneath our tent. We had taken all of our things out of the truck and had set up the tent, but we hadn't taken anything out of the bins yet. We were stuck under the tent for a while, just waiting for a chance to get to the truck, put our stuff in. End of it, we were drenched. Thankfully, none of my products and nothing got ruined, nothing got wet, aside from the bins and obviously the tent. That was that. All of that work, all of that stress, all of that preparation for a market that never happened.
It's officially canceled, but we're stuck in this right now.
It comes along with the territory. You can't control the weather. Things happen. So now all of that inventory that I had for that market, I have for this market. And this is a smaller market. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. And it's really hot. I debated whether or not to do this market because of the fact that it was really hot. We're in the area with a lot of shade. We're right near a building, so I don't need a tent. So that's like one less thing I have to worry about. I just have to bring my table and products. Hopefully it's not too hot. We'll definitely bring lots of water and fans. I had really planned for that market to come through, so since it didn't, I figured why not do this one? Why not give it a try? Since it's a market, I like to keep the products packaged because, you know, people touch them, people pick them up to look at them. So it's nice to have them packaged so, you know, they stay in their pristine condition for when someone does purchase them, they have a nice clean product. Every market I've tried to improve my setup just a little bit each time. I've invested in some nice displays. I'm hoping that it brings a look all together. When you're at a market, you want to catch customer's eye from, you know, further away, so they're interested to come closer and see what you have to offer. And so I've really been trying to think of ways to make my setup as appealing as possible. Since I have a lot of paper products or a lot of small things that lay flat, you can't really see them from far away. So thinking of how to make things more vertical, how to make things just more appealing. But that's also the fun of it. I really enjoy doing the setup and design aspect of markets. So that's been a nice challenge. I'm really excited to see how these new displays look with everything. Yay! So it was really easy to set up. However, I'm thinking of market days, and the thought of setting this up during the chaos of the market, or like before the market starts, is always a little crazy. Thinking of that and setting it up during that time, I mean, it's just a little bit more work and a little bit more lifting power. They're not that heavy, but heavy enough to where, and big enough to where it's a little awkward and to maneuver around, but it's fine. Make it work. But I love how they look, and they are a little bit wobbly. I am concerned about wind. If anyone has used these before, vertical ledge, let me know what you think. How do they hold up in the wind? What do you do to weigh them down? You just put like weights at the bottom here, I'm assuming, so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, they are a little wobbly, so that is something I'm concerned about, so we'll see. I like them. First impression, I like them. Hi. Okay. Since I didn't have the prints in time for the last market, that is one thing I did have to prepare, was get all of the new prints stamped, packaged, and prepped and ready to go. I really like selling framed prints because they do really well at the markets. People get to see what the illustration print looks like in a frame. I think it's nice to have a few different frames available for purchase for them to look at, to see like, this is what a print would look like in a frame. And if you want this frame, you can have this frame. I try to pick frames that I think look really nice. If someone's purchasing one of those frames, it's because they also like the way it looks. Only offering in my markets right now, not through Etsy, because shipping for the frames would be a lot more expensive. I'm considering doing it, but right now I'm just gonna offer them through my market, which has been doing really well. So if you sell prints, maybe think about putting a few of them in frames and see how they do. They might do pretty well. I'm a little bit behind. I wanted to have this out already for today. Obviously it's not, since it's the day before the market. I should have already posted it, but I haven't. So I'm going to try to quickly record a reel and edit it and then post it for tomorrow to announce that like these are the frames that are available. Frames that I do find, I'm only getting like 1 or 2 of those frames. So sometimes the frames that I do have are the only ones. If you want that frame, if you want that look, then you need to get it now. What I'm gonna do is clear this off. This is my little art desk. I'm just gonna stage it a bit and then see how it goes. So I'm thinking of using this dried lavender, a little clock. And then I think I'm gonna get some books as well. Do we like that? Is that cute? Don't ignore that, that's not gonna be there. Is that cute? Do we like that? Too much stuff on that one? Maybe. Okay, let's take this down. I can't tell because it's distracting. That's gonna be fun to put back. Okay, maybe I need to hide all those nails. I'll switch it around. Okay, let's do that. How's that? What do we think? What do we think, guys? What do we think? What do we think? Also because like I have my like Western style prints and then my butterfly prints, they don't have the same vibe. So do I do like 2 different little setup? I could. Maybe I should do that. I like the height of this book, but I don't think I like the look of this book. You know what I mean? I like this, but I also feel like it's kind of bare in the back. It's missing some texture or more levels of height. It's missing something, but I also don't necessarily have anything else. My last video of like taking product photography, I said work with what you have. And I do have a lot of stuff to work with, but not always the right thing in that moment, you know? So my phone's right here on a little tripod, and I'm gonna record. I don't know if I told you about my desk yet. I got this off Marketplace. I love it, it's so great. The guy that we met up with, his daughter is a small business owner as well. She participates in some of the same markets that I do. So that'd be really cool to meet her someday. Maybe she'll be there tomorrow. But yeah, so this desk is great. I love it so much. It looks really cute, and if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen it in a couple of my videos already. So I use this desk a lot, and so I think it was well worth it. Very cute, holds all my art supplies. Okay, let's take some of the pictures / video. I must say, I kind of like this little setup. I kind of want to keep it. If I keep it, then I have nowhere to put my little art supplies that I put on top of here. And my calendar and artwork, could move them, I guess, but I don't know. What looks better? So I think I'm done. I think I'm just gonna have, obviously I kept the same setup. It's fine. I think it looks cute anyway. And I'm just gonna have it like quick shots of each frame. Obviously not the parts of me in it, but just so you see the different frames and they'll change. I'm not sure on the text or the music yet, but I'll figure that out. And yeah, maybe I'll show you right here if you want to look at it. But yeah, if you want to see, follow me on Instagram if you're not already following me on Instagram, so you can see all the random reels that I post that are mostly last minute as well. I'm going to be selling just the regular prints, as is the frames with the prints. And I really like how the prints look with the matte. I think it just makes sense. It's such a simple illustration. It makes the colors pop out, makes the illustration pop out. It looks really nice with the matte. And then so I have pretty much any of the prints with a matte. So here's the boots, the blue wallets, and the cactus, all 8x10. So I didn't package all of the 5x7s with mats because I feel like they all can have mats, but the ones that look the best with them are, I think these look really cute. So I have the Monarch and the Luna Moth. Well, I really like the floating frames for some particular prints, like this one looks really good in a floating frame, as well as the yellow butterfly looks really nice in a floating frame. And these are very similar. I'm trying to find more black floating frames. I don't really see them too often, or wooden floating ones. So when I do find those, I really try to grab those. After I do my mock-up, then I think I should be good to go. I'll pack everything in the boxes and crates, and after that I still need to add in some updated prices on Square. I have some sale items that I'm gonna have for tomorrow, so adding those sale items to Square as well. I think we should be good after that. We'll see what I remember along the way, because I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting something. But yeah, so let's play what's on Christina's desk. So we have a bookmark that I'm gonna be selling that I need to put in its sleeve and also give it a little tassel. So I put this here so I don't forget, because it's only one. I have all my other ones already packed and ready to go. An alcohol prep pad that I use to clean the glass on the frames. My little sketchbook and a coaster. Another kind of coaster, headphones, camera battery, my little astrology planner, plant, my business stamps, my little mini stickers that I add into orders, some washi tape, and my cute little logo stickers that I have here. I love these, they're so cute. Some crystals, pens. I got this from Daiso. I had it on my art desk. I'm trying to figure out where else I can put it. These are some of my gouache paints in here. Then I have my little file. This is what I call my work desk. This is where I'm doing all my admin things. My art desk is over there. My standing desk is over there that I use when I want to stand. I take a lot of product pictures over there. So yeah, I use that table for pictures and other things and standing to work as well. Whenever I want to stand, I take my stuff from here and go over there. So I wanted to show y'all, this is my failure mugs. I try to heat, what is it? Press them. I have a heat press machine thing. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I cannot sell these. And I've tried several times, but they don't come out. One side's more faded than the other, like the heat's not distributing evenly. I don't know, what do y'all think? Does anyone make these? Does anyone have any advice? Also, advice on what to do with the mugs afterwards, because now I'm bummed that I've wasted all these mugs. How can I repurpose them? Because they're perfectly good mugs. It's just I cannot sell them with faded prints, faded illustrations on them. It just doesn't look good, and I would never give someone a product quality like this. The mug, it's fine. The mug is functional. It does what it's supposed to do, but picture-wise, it's not great. So that's that. These are my little mugs of sadness over here. If y'all like planners, I made a planner video. I think this is the video before this one. These are two of my favorites. A little mini desk tripod. This is the case for the mic that I'm using right now. This one. I have a plate, a random plate. This is a plate that I use for like product photos and staging and whatever. But yeah, so this is what's on my desk. I knocked over things. Maybe this was a better angle that I should have done to begin with. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to show you that. I guess this is me just also procrastinating. So I just knocked over those frames. Don't worry, they're fine. They're perfectly fine. I just tapped them a little because this room, there's nowhere to walk in this room. So every open space is like a shelf right now. It's not always like that, but right now, during times of busy times, it gets like that. So I'll just stick that right there. So since we just took those clips of the frames, I actually should edit and make the reel so I can post it. It's already about to be 4 o'clock. If you follow me on Instagram, maybe you've noticed I've been posting a lot more. I've been trying to make a lot more content and reels and be more consistent and see how that goes. Essentially right now it's just like throwing spaghetti on a wall and seeing what sticks. And I've actually been having a lot of fun just making whatever comes to mind. There's really no strategy behind it. I do eventually want to change that. I want to be more strategic with like the type of content that I'm putting on Instagram versus TikTok versus YouTube and shorts. Right now I'm kind of just putting it all on all of them, which you know that's probably not the best thing to do, or this, the most strategic way to go about it, and I know that. But right now is more of just getting into the rhythm and consistency of posting, because I wasn't doing that. I wasn't really posting all that often, and I want to be more intentional and post more, because as we all know, this gig comes with also being on social media. And so not only are you an artist and a small business owner, you are also a content creator and social media manager of your own stuff. You can hire someone to do that, but I'm not able to do that yet. So it is my plan to be more intentional with how I post, when I post, and what kind of content goes where. But right now it's just getting into that rhythm, and it's working for me. And well, in the sense that like I'm having more fun doing it, and as I do it, I think of more content and I see what does well. And right now, even on Instagram, I haven't figured out when to post, because I'll think, oh, this is like the ideal time to post, and then it doesn't do as well as when I posted at some random time. When I think, oh, well, I'm just kind of throwing that one out there. It's probably not going to do well because of X, Y, and Z. But it actually does do well. And I still haven't figured out what the rhyme or reason is for that. But I'm just going to keep doing it and keep going and not take it too seriously, because I already take enough things too seriously right now. So social media is stressful enough, honestly. It can be a lot of fun, but it's also a little stressful. So let's take the stress out of it and try to have as much fun as possible. Or that's what I'm trying to do right now. Provide valuable content, helpful content, entertaining content. I'm not that funny, but I hope that at least what I post is visually nice. Hopefully it's calming, relaxing, but I'm still trying to figure out what works. That's my point. This is everything I'm bringing to the market. It's all packed up. I have 3 of those bins right there, a suitcase full of frames, this giant bag, which I placed an order for the vertical ledge bag, but for now this one will do. It's way too big, but it's fine. It holds the vertical ledge pieces in there for now. Below that is a crate. This is what I'm taking. This is the most I've packed so far for a market, and it will probably continue to grow from here as I continue to add more products. And then obviously maybe cooler, some drinks, some snacks. So right now I'm going to take a break because my dogs have let me know that it is time for them to eat. They never miss an opportunity to let me know that it is dinner time, and that time is right now for them. So I'm gonna take a break and feed them. Okay, so now the dogs are fed. They're eating right now. So now we're gonna eat, and then after that, I'm going to clean the office up a bit because I get so easily distracted with all that mess. And once I do that, I'm going to hop on my laptop to update all the pricing. So it's 8:30 now, and I'm going to update the pricing for my new listings and my sale items.
어딜 가든 매번 네 생각이 난다고. Alright. 너의 목소리가 너무 그리웠다고. All the time. 하늘도 파랗게 웃고 있는데 널 보면 이렇게 웃음이 나는데.
So I realized I never recorded a recap video after the market, so I'm going to do a voiceover. And while I'm talking, please enjoy some footage of some really cool sunflowers and adorable animals from a sunflower festival that we attended back in June. So overall, the market was a success. I really enjoyed that day, even though it was really hot. It was so hot, in fact, that there was a heat advisory in the afternoon. The organizers decided for the safety of all of us, we could leave early if we wanted to before the market was technically over. And so a lot of people took them up on that offer and decided to pack up early just because it was so hot. So we packed up and left early as well because that entire day we were sweating. Basically, 10 minutes in from when we got there, we were drenched in sweat. Because even though we were underneath that patio of that building, the direction we were at, the sun was coming straight towards us. So we got the full force of the morning sun. And in Texas, morning sun in the middle of summer, it's already 90 degrees by 8 a.m. So it was really hot. But I really enjoyed that day despite the heat. I met new vendors that were next to me. They were really nice, as well as meeting a lot of customers and new people. I really enjoy doing this market because every time I do it, I meet the kindest people and I really enjoy talking to them. Some people share a little story, share reasons why they may be purchasing something. Even if they don't purchase something, it's really nice to just have a moment to chat, especially if it's not too busy. It's more opportunity to interact with people for a little bit longer than you would if it was super busy. So I really enjoy that. So yeah, overall, I had a great time. It was well worth it, even though it was a smaller market. Full transparency, my sales weren't that high for that day, but for me, it didn't matter because I made a lot of great connections that day. I just enjoyed interacting with people overall. I'm so glad that I did it, and I'm so glad that I got a lot of great feedback. By the time we packed up and went back home, I was done for the day. I was done for the weekend. I took a shower and relaxed the entire rest of the evening. That next day, Sunday, I just took the day off and pretty much slept as much as I could. You've reached the end of the video. It was a really chatty one. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until the next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye.